the more tranquility in that home. The more a village follows the Sunnah, the more tranquility in that village. The more a country follows the Sunnah, the more sukoon and aman there is in that country. From the house to the country to the world. And this is the haqq, whether we like to admit it or whether we like to reject it. If you want to know why there is problems in your home, why there is problems amongst your relatives, why there is problems in your village, why there is problems in your city, why there is problems in your country, it is because of departing and not following the Sunnah of Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is where rectification lies. Allah rectified Medina, and look how Medina became. Till this day, ya ikhwan, even when the Dajjal comes, the Dajjal will not be able to enter into Medina nor Mecca. Allah rectified them because of the khair that was in it. And when the tremors hit Medina, when the Dajjal appears, and there will be an earthquake in Medina, and it will shake 3 times, all of the munafiqeen, all of them will leave Medina. And Iman and the mu'mineen will remain in Medina. When Allah rectifies the people, ya ikhwan, because of their love of the haqq. You want to know why there's problems between you and your wife? Why there's problems between you and your children? Why there's problems between you and your father? Why there's a problem between you and your neighbor? Why there's a problem between you and your brother? It was because of opposing the haqq. That's where it comes from. Opposing the sunnah, opposing the truth, disobedience. As the Prophet ﷺ, there are no two brothers. No two brothers who used to love each other for the sake of Allah. And then they depart from each other, they separate from each other and stop talking. This does not occur, the Prophet ﷺ said, except due to a sin that one of them has committed. When we commit sin, and we oppose the command of Allah, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings calamities upon us. But He gives you signs. He shows you. Sometimes He doesn't come all at once. Allah shows you. A small tribulation, a bigger tribulation. Something happens. Maybe we see it in our children. Our son becomes sick. Our daughters become ill. Cancer in our brother. Cancer in my daughter or my son. Waliyadu billah, may Allah protect our families. Something like this happens, Allah is sending you a warning. Sometimes it can happen like this. Loss of wealth. Distance from your wife. The wife that you used to love, now she doesn't. You find that she's disobedient to you. Everything that you touch, it seems to fall apart. Things that were easy for you, you find difficult. People that you love, you find that they're distant from you now. That you find calamities. You don't feel sukoon in your heart. You don't feel safe in your own home. Your heart feels constricted. You feel depressed and sad. Why, ya ikhwan? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that when these kind of calamities happen, that a person needs to turn back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is, Shaykh al-Fawzan then continues to mention,